Millennium School of Engineering, Department of EEE, online classes, subject Digital Logic Circuit, unit number 3. So counters. So last class we discussed about synchronous counter and its type and how to design a synchronous counter, like that we discussed. Now we are going to discuss about ring counter. This is the another type of counter. This is the simple format which is having the repetitive operations. Okay, for example, if you are if you have count the sequence as a 2, 4, 6, 8, then you have to 8 from 0, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 8 you have to again it will be 0. That means same format of count will be rotated in the each format. So that is the concept of ring counter. Okay, that means so here simply the output, the final flip-flop output is connected with the input to the first flip-flop. This is the main diagram. Okay, so remaining are connected with the common clock. Common clock pulse connected with the common clock pulse. Then first one is connected with the second one input. So like that they are connected. So the ring counters are implemented as shown in the figure. So out of a flip-flop is given as the input to the next flip-flop, expect the last one. So here the normal output of the last flip-flop is connected back to the input of the first one. Hence it is called ring counter. So this is the truth table for ring counter. Okay, first we have presetted with the 1. Q0 was presetted 1. Here this is the Q0, you have to presetted 1. So it is after first clock pulse it is given to the Q Q3. So after next clock pulse it will goes to the Q2. Next clock pulse it will be Q21. So next clock pulse will be the Q1. So finally it will comes to the 0. So after clock pulse, so we are giving every, if you are pressing every time, the input is the output is connected with the 1. Okay, this same pattern which was rotating for the all the execution of ring counters. Next is Johnson's counter. The Johnson counter, also known as the twisted ring counter, it is exactly the same as the ring counter, except that the inverted output of the last flip-flop is connected to the input of the first flip-flop. If it starts from 0002 001, then this sequence is repeated as long as there is an input pulse. So here is a simple output, that is Q bar value will be connected with the input. So that is Johnson counter. So this is the concept of a truth table of a Johnson counter. That means the Q3 value, that is Q3 bar value will be given to the next value. So then one will be connected with all the concept. After one, all are one, then next it will be 0. Then store the 0 value in the process. This is the table for Johnson counter. Okay. Then let's see the design of synchronous counter. Okay, this is the design procedure for designing the synchronous sequential circuit can be summarized by this step. So this is not design a particular counter. Okay, so counter is an application of sequential circuit. But if you are having some states and some output in the uh, next process, means we can use the some other circuit, means we can use this design procedure. The procedure for designing The procedure for designing a synchronous sequential circuit can be summarized by this step. So from the word description and the specification of the desired operation, derive a state diagram of the circuit. So reduce the number of states if necessary. Assign binary value to the states. Update the binary coded state table. Choose the type of flip-flops to be used. Derive the simplified flip-flop input equations and output equations. So draw the logic diagram. These are the steps. So 4 to 7 in the design is accomplished by the exact algorithm and is automated. This is the design part of the procedure. What we synthesis. An example, design procedure we can design the detect the sequence of ones and string the fix. Here we are giving the circuit. Using this circuit, we can define the state. Okay, here we have S is equal to 0. Okay, so then present state, if it is 0 means it will be present state of 0. Okay, state will not change. So 0 means state will not be changed. Same as if it is 1 means what will happen? It will goes to the S1. So that is 0 1. We got it. So next and second S1 if 0 1. So 0 1 will be same state. So otherwise it will be goes to the another state. 1 means it will goes to the second one 1 0. So like that you have to define the this is the D flip flop. Then you have to get the output. Then you have to use the K map. Then D flip flops. Then excitation table you have to draw. How do we know that excitation table of JK flip flop and D flip flop? Below we show the excitation table for JK and T flip flop. Note that these tables show the present state Q of T and next state Q of T plus 1 and the columns for each input to show how the transition occurred. Note a small error in a book should be a plus. So synthesis using JK flip flops. For diagram using diagram we can define the present state, next state and the input. So for this you have to find out the flip flop inputs. So synthesis using JK flip flop. Note the increase in the number of downcast. So this is good. As we fill up these maps, it makes the combinational circuits even simpler. So this is the advantage of JK flip flops. None other less D flip flop easier to implement in the automated design. This is the another concept which is used to synthesis using the T flip flop. Here see the procedures. So this is the state reduction assignment concept. So external states are removed. We decide to remove G means so we need to remove the last row and even though we will sequence of G in the original table in the replace. This is the concept of repetitive state reduction and the state assignment. The problem of state reduction is to find a way to reduce the number of states in a sequential circuit without altering the input and output relationships. So these are the concept which was used in this analysis and sequence and structural concepts.